Okay, so welcome back, my dear friends. I have come with one more new chapter, that is coordinate geometry, and that is for 10th standard students. So in this particular chapter I have brought my other videos also previously, and on the basis of some requests of my students, today also we will be discussing some of the aspects of this particular chapter, coordinate geometry. And in this coordinate geometry, especially today, what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss about section formula and to find out the area of the triangle. Okay, so just I have brought as a reference from exercise 7.2. I will be solving question number 4 and some 1 or 2 questions also we will be solving from this particular exercise, and certainly it will be going to be beneficial for our other students, those who are in 10th standard especially at present now. They are preparing for their board examinations. Okay, so let us come back with some revision of this particular chapter. So the very first point what we have studied in this particular chapter, that what actually is coordinate geometry. So coordinate geometry will be consisting of, we can say that x coordinate. So mainly what we are studying two-dimensional geometry at present. Okay, so for you students it is two-dimensional geometry, and when we will be coming to 11th standard and 12th standard, then we will study three-dimensional geometry, which will be consisting of x, y and z axis. So at present for you especially only x and y axis is there. Okay, so x coordinate, which is called abscissa, and y coordinate, which is called ordinate. So which is also called ordinate. Okay, so that ordinate, y coordinate is also called ordinate, x coordinate is also called abscissa. Second part, what we have studied, so in coordinate geometry what we have seen, that always we will be given values of x and y axis in this particular term. Okay, so x and y, right? So in this form we will be given always. Okay, right, so let us see, then we have studied about distance formula. We studied about distance formula. In that we found the distance between 2 points. Suppose P is having x1 and y1 as coordinate, and Q is having, okay, x2 and y2 as coordinates. Okay, then we can find out the distance between this PQ, so which will be equal to whole root x1 or x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. With this particular formula we found out the distance between 2 points. Then we discussed about section formula, and this section formula especially it is for internal division. So this internal division is, suppose a line PQ is there and we are having coordinate as x1, y1 and as x2 and y2, and similarly any point R which is x and y having coordinates, and this R will be dividing this particular line PQ in the ratio m1 and m2. Then we found that this coordinate of this point R, so x we can find out as m2 x1 plus m1 x2 and divided by m1 plus m2. Similarly, we went for finding out the formula for y, that is m2 y1 plus m1 y2 and divided by m1 plus m2. By utilizing these formulas, we have solved some of the questions now, and today also this particular question, question number 4 from this exercise 7.2, we are going to solve by utilizing this particular method x and y for section formula for internal division. So here itself, if we want to find midpoint formula, so midpoint, when this particular point R is at midpoint, that is this R is dividing this particular line in the ratio 1:1, in that case it's easy to find out, and that will become x1 plus x2 by 2, and y will be y1 plus y2 by 2. So it is very easy to find out that midpoint formula, and the same we are going to utilize here. So let us solve the question number 4 of this exercise 7.2. Okay, so what is question number 4 is saying, find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points -3 and 10 and 6 and -8, and which is divided by -1 and 6. So suppose a point A which is having coordinate as -3 and 10, and another point we are writing as B, and which is having coordinate at 6 and -8. So we are given coordinate of A, we are given coordinate of B. So a line AB is there, and what is there? It is being divided. This particular point, suppose any point B is there, and it is having coordinate as -1 and 6. So this particular point P is dividing this line in the ratio. Some ratio it is there, and that ratio will suppose it as k:1. That ratio will take it as k:1. Okay. So now we need to find this particular ratio k:1. This question is asking that one. Okay. So let us solve this problem. So what it is there? This particular formula of internal division, x is equal to m2 x1 plus m1 x2 by m1 plus m2. m2 and m1 is not given to us. Okay, that only we need to find out. But x1 and x2 is there, x1, x2 is there, y1, y2 is there, and similarly this particular left hand side, what x and y should be the coordinate of the point which is dividing, that also is given to us. Okay, so in that respect, by utilizing that same formula, this particular formula we are going to utilize now. So in place of x, what we can write? We can write -1. We can write -1. Okay, right. Now in place of m2, this m1 will be there. In place of m1, this k we can utilize it. Okay, so m2 x1, it means 1 into -3, so -3 plus k into 6. So 6k, and divided by k plus 1. K plus 1. Okay, so in this way, now from this, we can convert it into linear equation in one variable, that is k. So it will become, so -1 into k plus 1, so it will become -k, and -1 is equal to -3 plus 6k. Okay, now further, this 6k and this k will take that side. So 6k plus k is equal to -1, and this 3 will bring this side. So -1, and it will become plus 3. So this is becoming what? 7k is equal to 2. Then what we are getting? We are getting k is equal to 2 by 7. K is equal to 2 by 7. So what we have assumed? We assumed that this particular point P is dividing the line AB in the ratio k:1. Therefore, this k:1 is equal to 2 by 7 is to 1, which we can further write it as 2:7. It means this line, this point P is dividing this line segment in the ratio 2:7. So it will become 2, it will become 7. 2:7. So like this we can find out. Even if we are not putting k:1, we can put m1, m2 also. And in that way also we can solve. Now let us see that how we can solve with that one. So suppose this point P is dividing this line segment in the ratio m1 and m2 as usual. m1 and m2 as usual, what it is given in formula. The same way we are going to solve it now. So now again, by utilizing that same formula, we can write -1 is equal to m2 into -3. So -3 m2 we can write plus m1 into 6, so 6m1 and divided by m1 plus m2. Right? Now further if we are solving it, so this one will multiply, cross multiplication, so minus m1 and then minus m2 is equal to minus 3m2 plus 6m1. Right. Now we will take m1, m2 to another side. So m2 will bring this side and m1 will take that side. So this side it will become minus m2 and plus 3m2. Similarly, this side 6m1 is there. This one will go that side, so it will become plus. So this particular formula we will get here. Then it will become 2m2 is equal to 7m1. 7m1. Okay. Now what we can write here? We can write m1 by m2 is equal to 2 by 7. So we can very well write m1 by m2 is equal to 2 by 7. This one. See m2 into 2. So 2m2. 7 into m1. So 7m1. So we can very well write m1 and m2. So in this way what we have found, m1 is to m2 is equal to 2 is to 7. So the same ratio we can find in this way also, and by utilizing this m1 m2 as k also we can find the same thing. Okay, so in this way this particular problem can be solved like this problem. So we will go for practice for some more question of this particular type. Okay, so in my next video I will come with some more questions related to area of triangle, and if my students they are having some doubts and all, they can ask me. Okay, and if you have liked it, then please share and subscribe to your friend. Please share it to your friend so that they also will be getting benefited, those who are not in a position to reach up to expensive coaching and other things. Okay, so for them also it will be beneficial. So okay, nice, thank you, bye.